Good morning, everybody. It's Roseann White, fitness expert and holistic wellness educator, here live with you on this beautiful Sunday morning to share with you a core strength and balance workout on the Vibra Voice and Cosmo plates. Yes, you heard another word, Cosmo plate. This is another new plate that LIFEPRO launched this week, and I thought I would incorporate it in our workout today. We haven't done an official launch. This week you had opportunities with Debbie and Amber to learn all about the new Vibra Voice platforms from LIFEPRO, and it's really an exciting piece of equipment, especially in vibration technology, for the fact that it is voice activated and it is a vertical plate. So it's a different kind of feel if you are used to oscillation and lateral shift. And Deb did an amazing job, as well as Amber, explaining the differences. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on the technical information. It's out there. It's on our LIFEPRO VIP page. I still believe it's on the LIFEPRO business page that you're watching. Oops, it's talking to me already. I better shut her off. Very chatty little gal, my little Vibra Voice plate. But it's cool. It's so much fun. But today, as I said, I'm going to take you through workouts using both. I'm going to take a few minutes to let people come on live, and while I'm doing that, give me just the grace period of trying to get this live over to our group on the LIFEPRO page. Let's see if I can do this and see if this works. I don't know. If not, if it doesn't come on the VIP page, I will post it. Okay, so know that it will be posted. And that's going to be enough of that stuff. Okay, so let's spend just a few minutes. I know you guys don't like chattiness when we're working out, but I just want to explain the difference. I have the Vibra Voice platform, which comes in two models. There's a thermo model and a plain model. The thermo has the added feature of heat, which is amazing for your feet. For any reason you need heat to help with soreness, any issues in the feet, the heat benefit is the benefit of heat is on the thermal plate. So you have that option should you decide to purchase the Vibra Voice. Now the Cosmo plate, a little different, a little bigger, and I'll talk sizes just for a moment, is an oscillation plate. The main features is now that you can Bluetooth in a small platform. I have the LIFEPRO's Rumblex 4D, which is an awesome machine that has 3 motors, and it has Bluetooth in it. And some of you, and I know I like to have music when I'm working out, well, now you can have this in a mini platform. Let me just tell you quick little specs, and I have them right here, just so you know the difference. And then if you have questions, you can type them in the chat. I'll answer them later. But the Vibra Voice weighs 16.73 pounds. The Cosmo plate weighs 16.6. It's a little lighter. They both hold a weight factor of Vibra Voice 220 pounds. Cosmo 265 pounds. Okay, so that's another thing to keep in mind. Vertical plate, oscillation. Voice activated, Bluetooth capability. And what else? Speeds. I just mixed that up. I apologize. 260 for the Vibra Voice. 220 for the Cosmo. Okay, let me clear that up. I had my manuals in the wrong hand. Okay, so when it comes to speeds, you got 1 to 30 with 4 programs on the Vibra Voice. And you can have heat as an option. There's 2 different platforms. For the Cosmo, you have 1 to 10. You only have 10 speed levels. It's different. I was trying to think, do I want to, I'm leaving to go out of town for the month, and I'm like, what platform am I going to take? Because I love to take a platform with me. Can't decide. Do I take the Vibra Mini? Do I take the Cosmo? Do I take the Vibra? I don't know. So I have decided these two guys are going with me. I couldn't decide, so I'm taking them both. Because I like the vertical. Yes, I do like vertical. It's different. But I also like my oscillation. My Vibra Mini goes to 99 in speed. This goes to 10. It's different. It is not as fast. I guess we'll call that the frequency, the fastness of it. And I can change, I have the width, because this platform is much wider than the Vibra Voice. I can get wider, so I can change my movement, my amplitude. Not so much with this. Vertical, you don't have that. But again, I'm not going to go into details about that. Let Deb do all that, because she is the guru, she is the expert, and I'm not taking anything away from that. I am your fitness expert to tell you how to move efficiently, effectively, to get the most results from the time you spend. Because let's face it, most people do not want to work out, you know, and like, it just seems like, oh my God, such work, such effort. But then after you're done, you say to yourself, why don't I do this all the time? Man, that felt great. I should do this every day, right? Yes, you should. And LifePro makes it easy to do. Oh, I said hi, LifePro. Okay, let's get into the workout. So here's what I'm gonna do, guys. Again, if you have questions, type them in the chat. I will do my best. If I can't answer them, I'm gonna have Deb pipe in. I'll have Amber pipe in. I know she's traveling now, but we'll answer those technical questions for you. Customer service will. And remember, if you don't know this by now, if you're brand new and watching me or any of us from the first time, LifePro has this lifetime warranty on both of these platforms. So find them on the LifePro website, find them on Amazon, but just find one and make one your own. Okay, on my Vibra Voice, I have a wristband option to control my platform. I don't need to even do this. I can say, hi LifePro.
Hi, how can I help you?
5-minute workout.
Okay, starting 5 minutes.
Okay, so that's the workout. Okay, I'm going to come on here. I have 7 exercises for you. Let me just explain this to you if you are brand new. You can sit on a chair and do these exercises along with me seated. You can stand on the platform. Know that this is not a very wide base, but here's what I want to tell you and I believe to be true. We do not stand like this in life, right? And when we do, our posture, our pelvis tilts forward. It just happens. I need my femur bones, my thigh bones under my hip sockets for better balance. When I decrease that, it's a little, more narrow, the more instability. So what I love about this plate, for me, I can be hip distanced and be stable. That, my friends, is where the balance starts, in your base. And as I go through and teach posture and balance, and I do that all the time, I do workshops, blah, 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 for my clients who are like you, they're afraid of falling. It's a fear, it's a real fear. That's the biggest fear we have in life, is falling. And what we tend to do is look down or lift our chin up when we fall, because we don't want to hit our face. So what I'm going to ask you to do is put your hands behind your head and just get used to standing and letting the vibration, in this case the vertical movement, feel it in your body. Head over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hips over knees, knees are softly bent, toes are spread wide. I can feel all 10 toes and I can feel my heel. Now you might notice I have a much choppier voice on this platform. It is true. It is a little more choppy because it's going up and down versus side to side. This will take some getting used to if you are in your comfort zone with oscillation. But this is where we start. The 4 P's of posture. I'm sorry, the 4 P's of balance. 4 P's. Posture, proprioception, programming, meaning your exercises, and then practice. So I'm going to invite you to practice those 4 things. Best posture for you. Start with alignment, head, shoulders, hips, knees. Get used to that because we're not used to it. I see too many people like this, and that's 10 pounds. Whoa, I even caught myself losing my balance because I'm not in alignment. From here, we build on our workout. Okay, so I've got 7 exercises. If you are like, okay, I want to stand, but I'm a little nervous, be near a counter. I've all pulled out my handy little post that I got from Lowe's or Home Depot. I put rubber tips on it. I'm on carpeting, but I put rubber tips on it because my studio has wood flooring, and I want to make sure it doesn't slip. You can always start with this to start just to get used to it. But this workout, we will not be using this. We will not be using a wall. We will not be using a counter. This is going to be balance and strength, okay? So I've got 7 exercises. I know I've chatted a little too long for you all, but now the exercises begin. Let me start my timer. We'll go through each of them. They're going to be 1 minute each, which means for you, slow and controlled. Diagonal punches. What does this mean? Soft knees. Cross. Cross. You don't have to turn your head. Hi, LifePro.
Hi, how can I help you?
Add speed. Start workout. Start workout.
Okay, have a nice day.
Oh, start workout. Hi, LifePro. Hi, LifePro.
Hi, how can I help you?
5-minute workout.
Okay, starting 5-minute program.
You have to be careful what you tell her. She listens, so I'm going to rotate. This is my diagonal punch. Okay, you can go slow. It's not about speed. It's about the feel of shoulders moving. My obliques are working. Sitting on a stool, you can still do this. The goal for me is not to shift my hips. So I'm working on just standing and getting rotation. I had a little delay, so I'm gonna have to, because of my little LifePro shut off, and I've got to be careful what I tell her. So we'll go for 15 more seconds. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. So I haven't really worked on my balance yet. I want to get used to my machine and moving on it. So now I am going to go heel toe a little wider. I'm reaching up. This is called my wide V, and I'm going to drive down to my knee and up. Find my balance and up. Exhale. Reach. Find balance. Pull.
Okay,
Reach.
pausing the workout.
Oh. Resume workout.
Okay, resuming the workout.
Now, here's what's cool about my little gal. I think I'm going to call her, maybe I shouldn't call her name because it might be a command. Anyhow, you can lock the plate, this platform. There's a feature to lock it so it doesn't shut off while you're working out. That's kind of cool. That's an added feature. I didn't do it on this one. Reach, pull, stretch soft knees, pull. We'll go for about 10 more seconds. This is our second exercise. Always find your balance, okay? That is my thing I tell people. Don't go be in a hurry. Catch the balance, find it, challenge it. One more each way. And bring arms down. Shake it out. So I didn't have really a warm-up on this. I don't need to have a warm-up on this. Being on here is my warm-up. Okay, wide squat wood chopper. Two options. You can stay here, make a fist, and squat and chop. Okay, come to the other side. I'm gonna go 30 seconds on this side. Okay, breathe in. Now watch what I do. I turn ribs, chest, shoulders, head, and I come up. Okay, so this is my chop. Breathe in. Reach up. We're going to do this with both feet on to start. Increase speed. So I just asked my plate to increase some speed. Come on up. Switch sides. Okay, so we're going to come from here and rotate. I'm looking over my shoulder. I'm coming up. Exhale. And rise up. I'm not dropping the head. I'm letting my eyes follow my fists and lift. And up. I shift my butt back. The chair is behind me. I kind of like that because I know I have something to sit back to. But I'm turning my whole torso. For 5. Inhale up. 4. You can feel obliques. Oh. Continue workout. Resume workout.
Okay, resuming the workout.
Yeah, you've got to be careful what you tell her. And 1. Okay, this is the other option. Let me see if I can lock this. Okay, I just put on my lock. Hopefully that worked. Other option for a wood chopper. Okay, I'm going to do about 15 seconds on each side. Okay, so I'm going to chop. Actually, let me move watch my feet. I'm going to twist and twist. Twist and twist. Now, if you have ankle, knee, or hip issues, I want you to watch out. I start with wide and I twist. If you are a golfer, you are a tennis player, this is what you want to work on, right? Let me get to the other side. Okay, you can put your foot on the platform, wide. Big breath in.
Pausing the workout.
Oops. Continue workout. Resume workout. Resume workout.
Okay, resuming the workout.
I have to be careful every time I say pause. Okay, here's my twist. Up, twist. So you've got to be much more careful on how you're rotating. Look at my hips, knee, foot. I come up, I rotate. So that's your standing wood chopper. A little more advanced variation for you, this tennis player, pickleball golfer. Whew, that got my heart rate up a little bit. Speaking of heart rate, join me tomorrow. I've got another workout coming up for Labor Day. Okay, our next one, number 4, high knee double twist. I drew my genie arms, that's what I call them. Soft bend in the knees. Rotate left, rotate right, bring the knee up. Rotate left, or right, left, come to center. So I do one rotation of each side and then I pull the knee up. I drive it up. Twist, twist. Now, do you want to turn your head with this? Only if you feel comfortable. Otherwise, you keep looking forward. But I'm really pulling my knee up over my hip crease. Rotate, rotate, drive it up. Twist, twist, drive it up. Find your balance. Twist, twist. One more each way. Okay, so that is our high knee double twist. Whew, okay. So now I'm still with the high knee factor, but it's a side jab, okay? So if I think side jabs, right? Okay, I'm gonna, or you can over jab or uppercut. Only go with the speed that feels right for you. I think I like uppercut. Whoops, wrong way. Hear my breath? You need to have it. Foot placement back is important. Feel it. Let your toes feel it. That's proprioception, sending signals to your brain that I'm on a surface. Yeah, it's moving. Do I want to increase speed? Only if I feel confident. I had to readjust my feet. I didn't look down. I let my feet do the work. The language of your core, and I say it, you can quote me on it, although it's not my original quote. The language of your core is feeling.
Okay, pausing the workout.
Resume workout. There's some words that she thinks I'm saying stop. Now, what's really cool about this platform is you get a cheat sheet of commands. And you'll learn which ones are comfortable for you to remember, because there's different ways to say start, stop, pause, add. But make sure you're clear. You don't have to talk into the watch. I'm not even talking to it. Add speed. Great. Slow down. Slower speed.
Okay, pausing the workout.
Oh, resume workout.
Okay.
Okay, my next exercise. I love this one. This is called circle pull down crunch. So what I want to do is I want to make a big circle and I pull down. Inhale. So I'm basically doing a standing crunch. Up, and I sit back, crunch. I'm bringing my elbows to my knees, crunch. I get a little bit of back extension and forward flexion. Breathe in. Up and around. Stretch and pull. Make sure you feel crunch in the abdominals. Stretch up, squeeze glutes. Let's go for 6 more of these. Big breath in, fill up, and exhale it out. Here's 3. Stretch it up. 2. And exhale. 1. Great. And my last of the 7 exercises. Oh, I'm getting warm doing this. Side bend jacks. Now, I'm going to show you this. We're going to come off and we're going to side bend. Okay? Side bend. Watch both hands. One comes around and back. So it's kind of like a jumping jack, alternating legs. But I'm getting my external obliques to work. My head goes over my knee. Come back up, notice that. You feel all the space that you create between.
Pausing the workout.
Oh, resume workout. Resume workout.
Okay.
You feel all the space between your ribs, your intercostals. At the same time, you can feel the deep obliques contracting. A few more each side. Big side bend, dip over. My knee stays over my foot. And here's my last one. And there you have it. So 7 exercises. Stop workout. LIFEPRO stop workout. End workout. Stop workout. Pause.
Okay, pausing the workout.
I don't have my cheat sheet memorized. So I'm going to shut my sweet platform off. By the way, I had the heat on, so it feels really, really good. Oh, it's on the side. So just because I know, it's so funny. I've had her, I call her because of the voice, in my studio, and I'm training a client, all of a sudden she turns on. I'm like, nope, not you, I'm not talking to you. Okay, so we're gonna do now a seated workout on the Cosmo plate, okay? I'm not putting Bluetooth on, but it's really kind of cool. So it's really neat if you get this platform, you can Bluetooth in our workouts so you can hear me right from the Cosmo plate, okay? That way you might not have to see me, but you can follow my directions. What I found interesting with this platform is that it has a feature called auto that it will, watch this, it's really bizarre. Okay, the platform stopped, okay? But on auto, watch. I do the side bending, or like shifting, side to side, and it starts, the plate starts. It's like an auto start. Isn't that cool? So, but you have to put it on the auto feature. Now, because I'm sitting down on this platform, I like to have some padding on the sits bones area. It just feels better, and it helps prevent me from shutting things off. So you can either take a yoga mat and cut it, or you can have a blanket, whatever suits you. Okay, I'm gonna put the speed up. Speed levels, guys, only to 10 on this, okay? So a little different. A little different than our regular, let me start my clock again. Alrighty. A little different because it's not that intense oscillation. 1 to 10, a little bit more movement because it's slower, not as fast. But I'm gonna do those 10 or those 7 exercises I showed you standing. I'm gonna show you the options if you are seated on your platform, okay? I want you to start with whatever way it works for you. You can have knees bent, I'm taking the hamstrings out of it, but hands over behind head, elbows forward, tuck your chin in. Now notice my voice is not choppy because this is a different platform. It oscillates. So, but I feel the hips shifting side to side. There's my tall posture. I'm gonna work with that. And then I'm gonna go into some flexion, looking at my belly button, pushing through my heels, and I'm gonna go through extension. This is a bit of a warm up before I start my exercises. I'm lifting the chest, my collarbones are lifting. Sure, my chin's lifting, but lift your chest. Put your hand there and feel you're pushing your chest up into your hands, and you're gonna feel your back muscles contract. Exhale. You can also cross legs here if that feels better for you. But I want you to roll. I want you to roll those hip bones back. Push them forward. Roll them back. If you have to, put your hands here. Feel the difference. Push forward. Pull back. That's our pelvic tilting. We're going to need it for some of these exercises, okay? This is not going to be balanced. It's all core. So I'm going to start with my knees bent and diagonal punch, rotate. I'm going to have a fixed gaze forward as I rotate, and I want to feel elbow and shoulder back more than the punch forward, more than this. I want to feel the pull back, the pull back. You can add an arm extension. Now, do you want to add weights with this? 2 pounds, 1 pound. I wouldn't get too crazy. 5 pounds if you're really pretty strong and your shoulders aren't a problem, and that will increase it. But I'm in neutral pelvis, getting my rotation. I'm going to hang out here, exhaling my breath, all the air out, and then inhale. Let's go 3, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, and relax. So my next one is the wide V drive. Well, you see, I can't, that's not a balance thing, so I'm gonna have my knees bent, arms up to the V. I'm sitting nice and tall. My wide knee drive, I'm gonna flex and lift and stretch. You can add a little bit of neck flexion to neutral, maybe a little extension, or you can just keep the gaze kind of natural. Exhale, restack, pull. Now imagine you're holding 2 ropes and you're pulling and push them up. Pull, push up. Flex your spine and then lengthen. Ribs out of the hips and pull and lift. Breath is so important here. For 4, 4, 3, stretch. 2, one more each way. You will probably feel hip flexor in this, and we're going to release that by just letting the knees come out and sit in neutral. So that was my wide V knee drive. Next is going to be my wood chopper. So I was in a squat before. I'm not squatting, right? I have options. I'm going to keep my legs at diamond shape here. Okay, here's my starting point. I'm going to rotate, tap. Come on up and tap. Now, I am going to add some flexion here. I flex, pull belly in, ribs in, and I rotate, chop. If you don't like the wide knees, stack knees over together. Big breath in. Rotate, crunch over. You want as much as you can. Turn the body and rotate. There's flexion, rotation, and lateral side bending. There's 3 things happening. I'm flexing, I'm rotating, I'm side bending. And then I lengthen up to neutral, a little bit of extension, and exhale. Breathe in. You can be seated on your chair with your feet flat on the platform and do the same thing. So it's something for everyone. Let's go 4 and reach. 3, add weight, sure, a few pounds. What's comfortable for you, add on as you get to it. One more time each way. Big breath, and back. My sits bones were evenly planted the whole time. I didn't shift my hips. Okay, so the next one is our high knee double twist. Okay, so I'm going to start with my knees bent, but my feet are away. Idrimagini arms, looking forward. Rotate, rotate, tap. Rotate, rotate, tap. Exhale, exhale, inhale. Hear the breath? Exhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Take a breath. Just don't forget to breathe. I find my clients holding their breath all the time. You want to exhale all the air out and then grab some fresh air. Let's keep going on this. Twist, twist, center, crunch. Twist, twist, center, crunch. I kept finding myself moving my head. Stare at something. Rotate, rotate, center, and twist, crunch. You can look down as you crunch, but look forward. Twist, twist, center, crunch. Do a few more. Twist, twist, center, crunch. Exhale, exhale, inhale. One more each way. Feel the shoulders rotate. Feel the hips square. Then flex. Last time. And release. Let your hip flexors go. They're going to be a little tight here. I mean, because you're bringing your legs up, but I want you to feel your abdominals. So that's why I do this pelvic tilting. I want to feel the movement come from here. When I do that, then it's easier for me to bring a knee up. I'm not just trying to use my hip flexor. My lower abs are working on this. Okay, so here's my favorite one, the circle pull down crunch. And I think I'm going to have my legs wide on this. Okay, whatever feels comfortable for you, okay? So I start here, I'm going to crunch and reach. Actually, I think I like legs close now that I do this. And up. And reach. Look down. Gaze up. You can go slow, get a big stretch, and pull. Hold that contraction for a second when it feels right. Squeeze the belly. Watch that you're not in your neck and shoulders. I keep a soft bend in my elbows when I reach up. I'm not in my neck. Soft bend, pull. Big inhale breath. We've got 30 more seconds of this. Circulate the oxygen in the muscles. Get rid of that waste in your body. through respiration and perspiration. That is how we detox the junk from the trunk. We've got about 15 seconds to go, everybody. My lower back is so happy in extension, and then I pull to belly for flexion. A few more circles. Last big circle up and around. Excellent. Okay, give yourself a little break, relax it out. So good arm shoulder movement here. We're getting a lot in the obliques. Can you feel it? I can feel these guys working. Okay, my last one is a side bend jack. Clearly I'm not going to be jacking, but you can do a couple things. Again, decide what feels good with your legs. I want you in neutral pelvis. Okay, that was 10 minutes. This machine shuts off automatically at 10 minutes. And let me put her back on. I'm gonna go to a speed of like 5. And so slower, a lot more oscillation in terms of it's a slower movement. I like that rather than the quick, because now my muscles are really having to contract and release. Side bend jack. You can bend the elbow, hand on here, and side bend over. If you like this, do this. Okay, my head goes over my hip. I don't want you cranking your shoulder. You can always reach out and stretch. Come back. Bend the elbow and side bend. Inhale, here's your neutral. Exhale, up and over. Restack. Restack. And back. Boy, now that I've been doing this, for 20 plus minutes, I have so much more bendability from side to side. You might find it. We all have it. One tighter on one side for whatever reasons, how we're born with it, what our daily patterns are. Maybe injury caused it. That one side just doesn't move as much as the other, and we still love it. We don't say, oh, that's my bad side. It's my special side. It just wants a little more attention. Let's go a few more times each side. Doesn't this feel wonderful? I've rotated you, I've twisted you, I've side bent you, I've extended you, I've made your spine move, all while being aware of head, shoulder, hip placement, breath work. It's a beautiful thing. So to get out of that hip flexion, because we were in it quite a bit, go ahead and stand up. Get on your plate. Let's just do some little hula hoop circles here. Okay, just to get things moving around in the hip joint. Okay, my upper body's still, and I'm just working my lower body. This could also be your good little warm-up too. Okay, not a lot going on upstairs. It's all below. I can feel weight on toes, heels, just to loosen things up. Then I'm going to take one step back, actually let me show you this foot, a big step back. This leg, I'm going to bend my knee ever so slightly, heels off the ground. I want to feel a stretch in the hip flexor. That means my booty is contracting tight. Big breath in and out. Feel that length. You can add on, get that big lateral line of stretch. Amber's talked a lot about fascia, and we really want to make sure that we lengthen all this out. Muscles, tendons, fascia, make sure it's stretching out. The other thing you can do on this, and Deb's shown it on in her videos, is lay with your belly and hips on the platform and let that release. That's also very good. It moves, kind of jiggles around the trash in the trunk. This hip flexor is always tighter for me. This is my surgically perfect hip, but it tends to be tighter, so I've got to really engage my glute more. I'm putting my hand on my butt cheek to make sure it's squeezing tight to get this length and breathing into it. Whew, all right. Okay, guys. Let's see, I got it. So is it okay, let me see what Brenda's asking, to do barefoot? Absolutely. This is the deal, and Amber and Deb and I have all said it. we recommend barefoot because you have 80% of all your nerve endings in your feet. Like the proprioceptors need to be able to communicate with your brain. When you have shoes on, you limit that connection. I have to talk people into it all the time. Sure, if you have foot issues, it might not be comfortable to stand, but we're not talking forever. We're talking 5 minutes, 10-minute sessions, maybe 15, maybe 20 if you're up to that level. But 5 or 10 minutes of barefoot on your platform. Again, I have some padding here that might help, but you want to be able to let your toes, your ankles feel what's going on. And now with the thermal properties of the Vibra Voice thermoplate, I had it on the whole time, and it feels so good. It kind of relaxes you in a way, if that makes sense. My feet were really happy, warm, and I tend to run cold anyhow, so I love heat. So yes, barefoot I would recommend, even when I'm coming on and off, because guess what has to happen? My toes have to feel the ground to find it. I have to come up off of it. And I find, guys, I've been working in the fitness business 27 years. My clientele is 50 to up to 92 is my oldest guy. I see the loss of ankle mobility as one of the biggest things besides head and neck alignment. No flexibility in ankles and toes and feet, inability to be upright posture. And we can change a lot of this stuff over time. Posture, proprioception, program or plan, and practice. And LifePro makes it so easy to do. 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever you have, morning, noon, night, it's there and it's convenient. Like I said, I'm taking both of these platforms to California with me. So for the next month, you'll be seeing me on these platforms doing different things at the beach because they're really, really portable to take. My husband's so excited about it too because he likes the differences of this vertical versus the oscillate. It's different. Doing planks on the vertical, it's a lot in your head. It's not going to cause brain damage or detached retinas or anything like that. This is a commercial grade, this is a residential grade, and Amber made a point of saying this. These are not medical grade, they're home use, so they are safe. Always consult with your physician. Don't take my word for it. Don't take her word for it. Consult with the physician if you've got specific situations. But always test it too. If it feels good, it probably is. If it feels painful, that's another response to the body. If it feels uncomfortable, like weird, that's because you're not used to it. So easy does it. Don't just jump on and say, I'm going to do 10 minutes and I'm going to lift weights if you've never done that before. Let your body get used to it. But oh my gosh, when I come off, the feeling in my legs, in my feet, in my ankles, my body is amazing. So guys, join me tomorrow. I'm going to be back on, back to back. We're going to do a Labor Day cardio workout. And I might throw a few other tools in. I haven't spent enough time on the balance trainer, but I'm going to throw platforms in. I may throw some weights. There won't be a jump track because that one we put back in the box for now. It'll come back out in October. But I'd like to take that to Huntington Beach too. I only take so much stuff. So thank you so much for joining me. Any other questions, type them in the chat. I'll answer them later. I'll put these 7 exercises on the chat too so you can see what we did. I did them approximately 1 minute each, 15-second break. That's 7 minutes. I did the standing on the Vibra Voice. I did the seated on the Cosmo plate. Whatever platform you have is perfect, but what the heck? Having more platforms in the house is great. Upstairs, downstairs, kitchen, bedroom, office. They're affordable, right? And they're guaranteed for life. I love you, Joel and Abe. Thank you so much for bringing these platforms and all this great stuff to us in the community. Thank you, my family of friends in LifePro community. It is my honor and pleasure to serve you. Have an amazing Sunday. Tomorrow's Labor Day. I am laboring on Labor Day, and I don't mind it a bit. I love what I do, and I'm happy to help you live fit and age well. Thanks for joining. Bye for now.